So we'll proceed as usual. We'll start with different presentations, different papers. We have 5 papers today, and then we will proceed to questions and answers. And then, if we have time, I will make some general conclusions. So I think we can start right with the first presentation, which is entitled "Pakistan-Poland Bilateral Cooperation on Cybersecurity: Challenges of Capacity and Relationship Building," by Khushbu Farid Khan Guri from University of Karachi and Dr. Muhammad Arif Khan from Federal Urdu University. Then, please. Then we have a paper entitled "Pakistan-Poland Avenues of Trade: Case Study, Enormous Opportunities in Information Tech Industry," by Muhammad Danish Khan, Federal Urdu University. Please come to the stage. Historical Review of Pakistan-Poland Defense Relations and Opportunities for Future Cooperation, by Muhammad Naveed Akhtar. Please come to the stage as well. Green Energy Cooperation between Pakistan and Poland, by Muhammad Amjad Reza from Government College, University of Faisalabad, and Dr. Malika Zabahan. Please come to the stage as well. And finally, a topic about Jan Bloch, Polish intellectual, Theory and the Future War and its Relevance to the Security of Pakistan, Dr. Ahmad Reza from Sufa University. Please come to the stage. I think everyone is here, so we can start with the first presentation. Around 12 minutes.
I will try my best to keep myself planned. Okay. Assalamualaikum and good Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to everyone. Thank you very much. And I am today the topic of my presentation is it is not operating. We're not operating. Since the morning, we have talked much about the economic cooperation, we have talked about the cultural diplomacy, and we have talked about the defense and strategic relations between both states. But I think we also have to talk about the area about means cooperation in the cybersecurity field. So the topic of my presentation is Pakistan-Poland bilateral cooperation, and this is the sequence of my presentation. As we all know that before pandemic, the virtual meetings and technology, it was digitalization was very much quick and it was very much rapid. But we can say that pandemic and COVID-19, it really gave boost to the cyberspace technology in every field of our life. However, the digital world is used for many things, including cyber warfare, and also it is referred as the 5th generation warfare. In the new world order, where social, economic, political and military actions are directed toward keeping, increasing and demonstrating power, nations use digital platforms to wage war against other nations in secrecy. And it makes it the most dangerous type of warfare. This hybrid threat of the cyber warfare is emerging in the case of Pakistan and Poland as well. Pakistan is vulnerable regarding cybersecurity, especially in the hands of the eastern neighbor who has constantly been waging hybrid wars against Pakistan. At the same time, the conflict in the Ukraine in the first true, we can say that the conflict in the Ukraine is the first true cyberspace warfare in the Europe. As we know that since cybercrime is often transnational in nature, so there is a need of the international cooperation to address this very much particular contemporary issue in the international relations. Pakistan and Poland can deepen their operational cooperation by drafting a resilient framework and exchanging information on the cyber threat to increase field protection. As we can see that there is an increase of 50% of the global, means we can see that in the December 2022, The cyber crime, it damaged the economies of the internationally worldwide, and it cost 1 trillion loss in December 2020, 1 trillion US dollar. While it was 50% increase in 2018, it was 600 billion. But we can see continuously since 2018, it is very much rapid. The cyber security crimes, they are rapidly increasing. Here, between 2019 and 2022, the number of the ransom payments in the Europe rose by more than 300%. Cyber attacks, they have continued to the rise, and the volume of the cyber attacks increased globally in 2001 and 2021. As far as the cyber security legislation is concerned in the both countries, as far as Pakistan is concerned, Pakistan has been addressing this cyber security issue at domestic level by adopting comprehensive policies like Prevention of Electronic Crimes Act, which provides broader framework for all types of the cyber security issues, and it was drafted on the Cyber Crime Bill of 2007. And prior to that prevention, means we always used to say this law, it is PICA 2016. Before this PICA law, there was the Electronic Transaction Ordinance 2002, and there was the Prevention of Electronic Crimes or Cyber Crimes Ordinance 207. Electronic Transaction Ordinance 2002, it was primary initiative by the government toward guaranteeing the security of the homegrown e-commerce business. And in 2007, the Prevention of the Electronic Crime or Cyber Crime Ordinance was adopted in 2007, and the law was against the cyber offense and cyber terrorism in Pakistan. And finally, in 2016, we have this PICA law, Prevention of Electronic Crimes Act. It is very much comprehensive in nature, and it established on the Cyber Crime Bill of 2007 and provide a complete structural document for all type of cyber crimes. As far as the legislation in the Poland is concerned, related to the cyber security crimes, Poland has implemented directives of 2016 of the European Parliament, and this was the only act specifically focused on the cyber security, went into effect on August 2018. And after that, Poland's cybersecurity strategy for 2019 to 2024 was approved by the resolution, and after recently, Poland, they have revealed the national framework of cyber security policy for 2017 and to 2022. And this document aimed to define framework activities for attaining a high level of resistance to the cyber incidents. Now coming back to the mutual cooperation between Pakistan and Poland, both countries has a very strong defensive cooperation, and they have the deep-rooted economic ties. And as I told you, as we have discussed, and we are discussing even since morning, that Pakistan and Poland, we have economic relations with each other, and how Poland personals, they play their role in establishing the Pakistani Air Force, and how they contributed in Pakistani Air Force. For me, I think there have been never such agreements between the two partners to discuss or work together on the cyber security related issues. Although there is a need for the cyber cooperation between the two states, and it should be initiated primarily through the conferences, mutual contracts, bilateral summits, and the working groups. So my paper, it is based on three principal questions. My paper is guided by the three principal questions. Number one is how can the leading and the presiding Pakistani diplomats for the cyber security, they can work together bilaterally and internationally. The second is how can the private stakeholder from Poland and Pakistan best participate in implementing the normative framework for responsible state behavior in the cybersecurity. And the last one is that how can Pakistan and Poland jointly address the rise of more profitable and organized form of cyber crimes on the bilateral and multilateral level. Coming to the discussion, I try to keep my presentation short. Coming to the discussion, I would like to suggest a framework for Pakistan and Poland bilateral cooperation on the cybersecurity. Number one, it is that firstly, Pakistan and Poland should push for increased ICT cooperation through appropriate channels, such as knowledge sharing and capacity building in the field like e-commerce, artificial intelligence, blockchain, robotics, and Internet of Things. Secondly, Pakistan and Poland should collaborate in accomplish bilateral and multilateral discussions on the applications of the global regulations to cyberspace and the standard guidelines that should be promoted to encourage responsible state behavior of the both states at national and international level. The third one is that Pakistan and Poland would share best procedures for creating and using diplomatic instruments to stop and control this malevolent online activity. And both states should establish a combined security surveillance type of framework and intellect working group to improve strategic collaboration on the cyber threats. Fourthly, both states must build cybersecurity capacity, where consultations and discussions must emphasize the necessity of expanded financing in developing cyberspace capability, which must be multinational venture. And the fifth one is that both countries have to start a dialogue on the regional cyber encryption specification and set up security agreements and protocols. Finally, both countries have to establish some mechanism for annual joint cybersecurity drills, and these drills they must simulate malware attacks, information, and the data, data security and other cybersecurity occurrences. Recommendations and conclusion means I would like to give some recommendations as well. That Pakistan and Poland, they both, number one, that Pakistan and Poland, they both can strengthen their already existing cyber interactions. Number two, both countries should promote multi-stakeholder engagements in the, at various levels. Number three is Pakistan and Poland can also agree for necessary to engage joint capacity building drills, exercises, practices, and confidence building measures. Number four, it could be that both states, they should explore implications of the possible benefits of the joint ventures in the field of the cyber security, right? And the fifth one is that both states should make efforts toward drafting innovative standards for the data governance and data sharing. Number six is Pakistan and Poland could collaborate on creating international standards in areas like blockchain, cryptocurrency regulations, and ransomware defense to create open, secure, public digital infrastructure. The seventh one is that the both states should continue to build trust through increased cooperation. It means that Pakistan and Poland to achieve mutual trust and ongoing discussions about the cyber crime should take place at European boards, conventions, symposium, and a newly formed UN Cybersecurity Ad Hoc Committee. And I would like to conclude that in the this is the last. I am concluding my paper. That in the field of the cybersecurity, Pakistan and Poland have a wide range of shared interests and concerns. Both sides agree that promoting international law and standards is necessary to achieve an open, free, and secure cyberspace infrastructure. I am glad that my work encompasses some important issues related to the cybersecurity, including data breaches, cyber attacks, encryption issues, protecting critical infrastructure, resilient connectivity infrastructure at bilateral level between both countries. And I wish all the participants the very best and hope that some insightful suggestions for the policymaker And I hope that some insightful suggestions for the policy makers from Pakistan and Poland, both countries, will be generated through this discussion. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, and also thank you for being almost on time. So we can proceed to topic number 2, Pakistan, Poland, Avenues of Trade, case study by Mohammad Danish Khan. Please.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum to everyone. My research paper is based on trading की बात हम कर रहे हैं सब, तो ज़ाहिर ट्रेडिंग के लिए इमीडिएट इम्पैक्ट क्या होना चाहिए, इस हवाले से मैंने एक पेपर तैयार किया है कि इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी यानी आईटी सेक्टर जो है हमारा, उसके अंदर हम किस तरह फ़ॉरेन इम्पैक्ट जो है क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। तो उसके लिए जो है वो कुछ ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं जो मैंने तैयार किए हैं, उस पर थोड़ी डिस्कशन करूँगा। पहला कि जो है वो आईटी मार्केट है जो है और R&D फैसिलिटीज़ हैं वो पोलैंड में किस तरह की हैं, और मेजर पोटेंशियल मार्केट्स जो हैं वो आईटी इंडस्ट्री की क्या हैं, पाकिस्तानी प्रोफेशनल और फर्म्स के लिए वो आईटी मार्केट कैसे यूटिलाइज़ की जा सकती है, पॉलिश कंपनीज़ को क्या एडवांटेज हो सकते हैं, और एक ओवरव्यू के आईटी सेक्टर जो है वो पोलैंड का किस तरह का है। तो ये एक डायग्राम जो है ये देखें शो करती है कि किस तरह सॉफ्टवेयर और हार्डवेयर को इंटरेक्ट किया जा सकता है। यू कैन सी देन हार्डवेयर इन द मिडल, देन IC which connects to different kind of software which is include e-commerce, AI, cloud services and many other productivity, यानी जो मेन चीज़ें हो सकती हैं किसी सॉफ्टवेयर मेन इंडस्ट्री के अंदर, उसको किस तरह सॉफ्टवेयर और हार्डवेयर कनेक्ट करता है। उसके बाद जो है वो एक्सप्लोरिंग हम करेंगे थोड़ा सा आईटी मार्केट्स और R&D फैसिलिटीज़ पोलैंड के अंदर। So, IT industry in Poland is among the most advanced of the 23 nations in Central and Eastern Europe. Since joining the EU in 2004, Poland has successfully upgraded its economy and made it one of the fastest growing and most stable. Moreover, today Poland is experiencing the fastest growth in the IT sector. With some 60,000 technology companies and 10 unicorns, it ranks 5th in the EU for the number of registered IT companies, about 8% of all IT companies in the EU. It is projected that by the end of 2025, the IT market in Poland will reach and even exceed the amount of 15 billion or more. The main drivers of the Polish IT sector are as follows. Foreign direct investment and digitalization of society supported by EU funding, geographic proximity and similarity of time zones to a major European countries and IT centers, low tariffs, globally recognized technology, education, favorable political economic environment, adoption of modern technologies, trend including cloud technology and mobile application, increase the standard of living and quality of life after the country accession to the EU. Poland is fearless for any technological and economic challenge. During the pandemic, most of the industries are down. The number of sectors of the economy where digital services are applied increased by 60%. Now, reason why Poland become more and more valuable for global IT industry centers. इसमें सबसे पहले कि जो हाईली स्किल्ड स्पेशलिस्ट है वहाँ स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टीम एजुकेशन बेस, quality IT tech universities provide high quality services, low labor costs for high tech foreign companies, investment friendly environment, high R&D development, manufacturing and robotics due to decreasing tax burden. Resilient economy, IT industry constitutes about 8% of Polish GDP. The estimated value of the IT market in 2022 is beyond 12.5 billion and more expected in this month also. About 70% of local engineers are employed by the foreign organization. Poland consistently ranked in the top 5 or top 3 according to Hacker Rank, Skill Value and Top Coders. Plus 410,000 technicians and engineers, making Poland the leading country in Central Eastern Europe in terms of programmers. Now you can see the chart. In Poland from 2019 to 2024, in prediction, the market graph how is increasing the IT sector and world investment in different sectors. Now, this is a major R&D center's location in Poland. Like we can see that all the major tech companies and semiconductor companies are in the Poland, which include Intel, IBM, Microsoft, Google's, and all are in the Poland region. And they have large offices, IT parks, and many things. Now we can talk about major potentials markets of IT industry in Poland. मतलब कौन कौन से ऐसे सेक्टर्स हैं जहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा पोटेंशियल है. तो उसके अंदर आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस है, फिनटेक है, ब्लॉकचेन है, ऑटोमेटिव दैट इलेक्ट्रिक कार्स के साथ मूव हो रही है, गेमिंग सेक्टर बहुत ज़्यादा है, क्लाउड बेस्ड सर्विसेज है, R&D सेक्टर बहुत ज़्यादा इंप्रूव हुआ है, सेमीकंडक्टर इंडस्ट्री जो है वो जो PCB बोर्ड डिज़ाइन और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है वो बहुत ज़्यादा उसका स्कोप है. उसके बाद पाकिस्तानी प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए जो है वो पोलैंड और की मार्केट कैसे यूटिलाइज़ की जा सकती है. थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ ओवरव्यू, थोड़ा सा छोटा सा ओवरव्यू कि पाकिस्तान की IT इंडस्ट्री इस वक्त किन हालात में. Pakistan has about 60% of its 200 million people population in the 15 to 29 age group, represent an enormous human and knowledge capital. Pakistan has more than 2,000 IT companies and call center, and the number is growing everywhere. Pakistan has more than 3 lakh English-speaking IT professionals with expertise in current and emerging IT products and technologies. The 13 software technology parks, more than 20,000 IT graduates, engineers are being produced each year. Coupled with rising startup culture, माशाल्लाह से बहुत राइज हुआ है हमारे कुछ सालों में. Pakistan information technology is craving a differentiated position and the preferred source of software development, BPO and freelancing. Pakistan was ranked at number 4 for freelance and development in the world, and IT export have increased 70% during the last year. Digital growth in Pakistan is going through a rapid evolution. IT sector is one of the fastest growing sectors of Pakistan, computing about 1% of GDP of Pakistan. It doubled in the past 4 years, and expect its growth to further 100% in next 2 years of more than 7 billion. IT exports were recorded at the highest in the history of 2.5 billion in the fiscal year 2021-22, according to the State Bank of Pakistan, compared to previous year. However, the country freelancer also earned another 1.5 billion in export. This is a very good growing industry. In accordance with Pakistan Vision 2025 and the digital policy of Pakistan 2018, the IT industry size target to reach 20 billion by 2025. Here are some graph of Pakistan IT tech industries, different services, computer, information, telecom, and many things. So, some recommendations how Pakistani professionals can get to market and get business from Poland IT sector. The market size of Poland is a huge. Adopt aggressive approach for sales, regularly participating in IT trade shows and conferences, set up sales offices in Poland, often visiting Polish software houses and R&D facilities, collaboration with major Polish IT companies, marketing strategy to get real business using social media and Google strategy, potential joint venture projects between these two countries. Advantages of Polish companies to use expertise of Pakistani professional and firms. पाकिस्तान जो रीज़न फॉर आउटसोर्सिंग टू पाकिस्तान कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव है, इनोवेटिव ह्यूमन रिसोर्स है, फ्रेंडली बिजनेस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, टैक्स फ्री एक्सपोर्ट पे 2025 तक, adoption of latest technologies, advanced equipment and hardware. Big cities are target, mainly our software and hardware design houses based on Karachi, % of which will be earmarked for digital transformation, which creates more opportunity and we can benefit from it. Here are some trends of R&D and software market. Now, we have to conclude and keynotes. The theme of this paper is to find a new avenues of trade between Pakistan and Poland. So IT is the fastest growing industry to create an immediate impact. In the coming years, more things will switch to digitalization. The most important, there will be huge chances we can cooperate in different areas such as mainly in blockchain and automotives, electric cars, R&D, semiconductors. In the first phase of trade, the immediate trade, like किस तरह पाकिस्तान और पोलैंड foreign trade शुरू कर सकते हैं. We can more focus on services sector such as software and hardware designs, and this also a $1 million market. The next and big phase in coming years will be product development and manufacturing. So this create a larger impact, create more job opportunities. Polish big IT house can invest in Pakistan. This is the most important point. Can invest in Pakistan startups to create platforms for companies like हम देखते हैं फूड पांडा और करीम, इस तरह की कंपनीज है, तो ये प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं. तो ये जो फूड पांडा एक जर्मनी का स्टार्टअप है, उन्होंने इन्वेस्टमेंट की हुई है, इसी तरह करीम रिलीज का. तो इस तरह की अगर पॉलिश कंपनियाँ इस तरह के प्लेटफॉर्म्स क्रिएट करती हैं तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा रेवेन्यू इस मार्केट से भी कमा सकती हैं, और डेफिनेटली यहाँ पर भी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ होंगे जॉब्स क्रिएट की. यूटिलाइज पॉलिश एक्सपर्टीज़ टू फुली डिजिटलाइज पाकिस्तान गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूशन. ये एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है कि अब चीज़ें मूव हो रही हैं. डिजिटलाइजेशन की तरफ, तो अभी भी हमारे यहाँ बहुत सारी चीज़ें, बहुत पेपर वर्क यूज़ होता है। तो उसके लिए क्योंकि पोलैंड ने अपनी जो इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं उसको बहुत डिजिटलाइज करा है, तो ये अब फ़ायदा उठा सकते हैं। बोथ कंट्रीज़ कॉर्पोरेट फ्रॉम द क्वालिटी IT ट्रेनिंग एंड स्किल्स ट्रेड इन द IT सेक्टर बूस्ट एंड मेक अ सिग्निफिकेंट इम्पैक्ट ऑन द कंट्री इकोनॉमी, क्योंकि ज़ाहिर है डॉलर्स चाहिए बहुत हमें। Most important, using Polish IT industry, this can be good opportunities to work with other European countries like Western Europe, Germany, France. तो ये जो bilateral है ये trilateral हो सकता है और काफ़ी चीज़ें जो हैं वो इससे इनिशिएट हो सकती हैं। यहाँ मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि जो टॉप IT कंपनीज़ है पाकिस्तान, इसमें से जो हैं टेक्सेल है, सिस्टम लिमिटेड है, ये ऑलरेडी इस्टेब्लिश कर चुके हैं पोलैंड में अपने सेल ऑफिसेज। इस तरह कुछ कंपनीज़ हैं जो पोलैंड की हैं, वो भी यहाँ पर बहुत अच्छी खासी इन्वेस्टमेंट कर सकती हैं अपने। तो उसके बाद जो है वो आखिरी जो पॉइंट है, शुक्रिया आपके टाइम का। आई एम वेरी मच ऑप्टिमिस्ट फॉर द IT ट्रेड कैन ओपन न्यू एवेन्यूज़ between Pakistan and Poland in near future, and estimate trade can be in billions in coming years. So they have recommended to me the policy makers to look into and see what they can do on immediate impact to start from design services in the long term. So this could be huge market for both Pakistan and Eastern Europe, and for Poland market, so Pakistan capture the Pakistan market. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for your presentation. So now we can proceed to topic number 3, a historical review of Pakistan-Poland defense relations and opportunities for future cooperation by Muhammad Naveed Akhtar.
Assalam Alaikum. My topic of presentation is a historical review of Pakistan-Poland defense relations and opportunities for future cooperation. I will try to proceed in simplicity that you can understand whatever I want to convey in simple words. Sequence of the presentation is history of Pakistan-Poland defense relations, Pakistan and Poland defense industries, potential and opportunities for cooperation and challenges. History of Pakistan-Poland defense relations. One thing is common between two countries, that almost two countries have faced similar circumstances in history. For example, both countries fought wars very soon after their birth. In 1920, Poland fought with Russia, and in 1948, Pakistan fought with India. And also, scarcity of resources and unfriendly neighbors is also another common thing between peoples of both countries. When Pakistan was created, there was a need of trained manpower for Pakistan defense forces. Why Pakistan was needed for trained manpower? There was two main reasons. Attitude problems of the British soldiers and high cost to maintain British officers. After Pakistan's creation, I think you know General Grazi refused to invade Kashmir, refusing Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So British officers didn't want to fight against their co-nationals, British officers in Indian Army. That was the one reason. And second reason was that high cost. British officer was taking so much salaries as compared to local officers. So Pakistan decided to induct foreign officers into Pakistan Air Force. So Pakistan offered Polish airmen to come and contracted with Pakistan Air Force. Do you know how many airmen of Poland serve in Pakistan Air Force? Anyone know? How much? No. 58. Oh, sorry, 52. And our Air Commodore Torres was prominent among them. One thing I want to say that you have very much known about Air Commodore Torvix, so it is a reputation to say what he did for Pakistan Air Force. So I skip this. Only you see pictures. One thing I want to say that he was the only non-British officer who obtained the position of ACS, Assistant Deputy of Pakistan Air Force. He was the only non-British officer. And he was also the director of Siparco. He was also known as the missile rocket man of Pakistan. Admiral Timinsky, another prominent personality who served in Pakistan Navy was Admiral Timinsky. He was the hero of Second World War. He was given Distinguished Cross. He served in Pakistan 25th Flotilla as a commander from 51 to 58. Pakistan and Poland industries. First of all, Pakistan defense industry. Do you know how many ordnance factories Pakistan had when it was created? Anyone know? None. There were 16 ordnance factories when Pakistan was created, and all were fell in Indian territory. No any single one ordnance factory was within the boundaries of Pakistan. That was an alarming situation for Pakistan defense industry. But today, there are over 20 public and over 100 private sectors, organizations and firms are associated with Pakistan defense industry, including Pakistan Ordnance Factory, Pakistan Aeronautical Complex, and heavy textile industry, Textile. Production of Pakistan defense industries are as small arms, ammunition, mortar bombs, vehicles, main battle tanks, UAVs, main drones, and aircraft. Poland defense industry. फोर्स का ग्रुप है, आगे पता नहीं क्या लिखा है. It was a comic relief. You are feeling boring. In English, Polish Armament Group, PGZ. Polish Armament Group is a state-owned company. It is an umbrella company. Over 13 defense industries are associated with Polish Armament Group. And production of Polish armament industries as one another an interesting thing, maybe you know or not. V-shaped tail aircraft was invented by a Polish engineer. Polish armament industry has sophisticated avionics equipment. It is well known and well reliable avionics industry in the world. I think almost every fifth aircraft is using Polish equipment in aircraft in any way. And V-tail aircraft have some pros as lighter, it reduces drag, increase stealth, improves safety and better span. Pakistan and Poland arms sale. According to Stockholm International Peace and Research Institute, Pakistan was the 10th largest arms importer country in the world, and PGZ is among first 100 arms producing and services company in the world. But arms sale between Pakistan and Poland is at very low level. According to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Pakistan was given only one license of arms export in 2016 and only one in 2018 and only one in 2019. That was the worth of only some €1,000. There are 4 fields for future cooperation: services and technical support, armed vehicles and navy boats, military exhibitions, training. Pakistan can have help from Poland as the technical support and modernization of the Pakistan Air Force. And what can Pakistan have from Poland? Avionics equipment, modernization of weapons, small arms and snipers. Pakistan is interested to supplanting G3 rifle with any other small rifle of any other country. Pakistan visited in 2017 in Poland, but that was not feasible, I think. Pakistan was interested in MSBS, that is comparable with Brita of Italian and German Heckler and Koch G3 rifle. Pakistan Navy is also using missile, marine assault boats and Chaser TM-1226 boats. What can Poland have from Pakistan? That is J-17 Thunder aircraft. Anti-terror training, UAVs. First of all, J-17 aircraft. I think you are feeling some boring, so I am giving you some moment for relaxation. It was during 2018. It was during 2018 air show in Poland, and it is not my news, but it is the news of world media that Pakistan J-17 has looted the air show in Poland, and Poland also was interested in to purchase J-17 from Pakistan, but it didn't. I don't know why. You may answer. They dealt with South Korea and American for, I think, for other aircraft. There are some challenges for relations. Third-party involvement. Third-party involvement increases the cost and regulatory issue of the defense relations. So I am concluding. There, for example, Pakistan was purchasing an armed vehicle that was associated with South Korea and UK. Its price increased and Pakistan refused because fiscal situation of Pakistan was not feasible to purchase that deal. And other is treaty obligations of international organization. As you know, that Poland is the member of NATO and EU. European Union is the supranational body, so it imposes some compulsions for treaty obligations. For example, it sanctioned the Russian banks, so every country have to impose that sanction. There are two main things, third party involvement and treaty obligation of international organization are the two challenges for Pakistan and Poland defense relations. At the end, I want to thank two personalities who contributed for Pakistan and Poland defense relation in the shape of books and documentary film. So thank you.
Thank you very much. So now let's proceed to topic number 4, green energy cooperation between Pakistan and Poland. This is a paper presented by Mohammad Amjad Reza from Government College University, Faisalat, and Dr. Malika Zebahan from National University of Modern Languages.
Honorable Speaker, Professor Dr. Robert Shulda, fellow speakers, dignitaries and dear students, Assalam Alaikum and good day. I am Muhammad Amjad Raza from GC University, Faisalabad. I am here to present on the topic green energy cooperation between Pakistan and Poland and sustainable development, prospects, challenges, and way forward. Let's proceed with the introduction. Energy, socio-economic growth, and development. Utilization of energy around the world depends on nature of human activities. It is imperative for industrial production and sustainable development, and crucial component towards achieving Millennium Development Goals. Energy is essential for socio-economic development and prosperity. The contemporary economy evolves on energy usage. It accelerates economic productivity and industrial expansion. Fossil fuel and environmental degradation. The energy requirement is a prerequisite for socio-economic growth, development, and sustainability of the states in the contemporary era. Whereas extensive use of fossil fuel energy resources is damaging not only the strategic reserves, but environmental degradation has come afore as a serious consequence. Green energy cooperation, investment and opportunities. Cooperation in green energy sector would provide quite efficient between Pakistan and European countries, particularly Poland, due to its expertise in green energy production. Pakistan and Poland have cordial relations since 1962. However, there is not much trade and energy-related cooperation between the two states, in which renewable energy is a potential area of cooperation to deal with Pakistan's energy crisis. There are various opportunities for Polish investors in Pakistan in this sector. Theoretical framework. Theoretical framework is befitting research tool to help to handle the structural issues and provides alternative perspectives. It also provides right track to undertake research. Neo-functionalism. Neo-functionalism contends that when nations decide to collaborate in one sector, this encourages them to do the same in other related or similar fields. new functionalism, and Pak-Poland cooperation. This research paper elucidates the advancement of green energy sector, entails scientific and international cooperation as well as transfer of green technologies. Since long, Pakistan and Poland engage in bilateral trade. Development in green energy sector in Poland is remarkable. Pakistan have huge renewable energy potential, but unable to exploit to meet its energy requirements. New functionalism provides practicable framework of the solutions. As shown in the figures, both states have the strong economic relation since long. Green energy. Green energy refers to energy generated with minimal harm, complete renewable in its character. Prominent green resources include solar, hydropower, geothermal, and the wind are AER having negligible or no global warming impact. Smart solutions and climate changes. Climate change conditions are the most importunate issue causing humanity in the 21st century. Low-income groups are more imperiled to injurious effects or hygiene conditions. Global climate change causes precarious environmental trepidation relating to energy. Our ecology bears a heavier burden and the damage is irreparable. The objective of producing green energy is to minimize waste and pollution and lessen the environmental effect of energy production. Renewables employing peace and harmony. Rapid increase in energy demand started competition among the world states to hold energy reserves. Therefore, renewables are the best solutions to meet mounting needs, energy needs of the developing world, implying peace and harmony. Green resources and persistent supply of energy. All renewables or green resources are significant and may perform safeguarding role to world pollution and to maintain steady and persistent supply of energy. Green energy has altogether capability to fulfill energy requirements of domestic as well as industrial sector sustainably. As shown in the figure, green energy shares at the global level up to 2018 at 23.9%. Now it's a 3% increases. Now it's 26% renewable energy or all the world's share. Progress in green energy sector. Europe attained a significant progress in green energy sector by the year 2000, comprising 20% of the world's solar photovoltaic installation and more than 70% of all wind power turbines built worldwide. The European Union is a pioneer of the renewable energy. Energy efficiency and liberalization. Europe is reshaping the energy market, ensuring energy efficiency, liberalization, and internal market structural development. European Union has made renewable energy sector as foundation of its future energy system and climate pact. In recent years, Europe has succeeded in achieving targets of the cutting carbon emissions. Remarkably, in 2014, European Union's carbon dioxide emission reduced equal to Spain's yearly emissions. Now, RE shares over 27% of European Union's electricity output and more than 15% of its total energy production. Global market and cost-effective GE technologies. Europe has a pivotal role in ongoing shift to renewable energy and European-made GE technologies more economical than others. Using public research funds, European Union innovated and produced impressive technology in green energy sector. Region produced harnessing 4 types of green technologies in a single year, investing 3.8 billion euros in development and research. European Union commitment to green energy, subsidies and the mechanism. Europe's renewable energy industry generated 137 billion euros in revenue in 2013, with an increase of 6% from the previous year. More, European Union has implemented a variety of mechanisms, including the European Investment Bank and emission trading system. By 2030, the European Union has absolutely committed to using at least 27% of green energy sources in its green energy grid system. Green energy development in Poland. Poland rapidly shifted its dependence to renewable energy. Ratification of a special renewable energy law by Polish president procreated multiple ventures. Technology shift over to green energy showed a remarkable increase of 14% share of the total power production in 2017. Investments in green energy production. Poland made huge investment of the 15 billion euros to boost the renewable energy production. The target of sharing 15% of green energy of its total energy production and research in National Renewable Energy Action Plan 2020 achieved conveniently, ranking the state 5th European Union nation regarding quantum of installed solar panels in 2020. National Energy Policy Feb 2021. Poland propounded and approved the National Energy Policy in February 2021, aiming to mitigate reliance on coal for electricity generation and building heating purposes. To meet the objectives, notable subsidies provide for the renewable besides supporting the payments to offshore wind programs. Polish green energy strategy. Poland has fixed green energy consumption goals for 2020 to 2030 under the European Union Renewable Energy Directives. According to IEA, Poland's renewable energy usage raised 9.5% to 16% of total energy consumption over the last decade. As shown on the table, Poland is very ambitious towards to produce the green energy. In 2020, the target of the Poland is estimated at 15%, but Poland achieved 1% more in renewable energy. And know that the 2030 target is very ambitious. Green energy and the sustainable development. Sustainable development and energy security. Sustainable development pretends for energy security to future generation with least expense and emissions. Sustainability goals achievable merely through the green energy holding features of the least expensive and most effective way of raising national production sector sustainability. Environmental innovation. Environmental innovation has a favorable impact on state's competitiveness and the productivity. It further works as a catalyst for lowering down economic costs and achieving ecologically sustainable growth. Effects of the climate change on Pakistan. Pakistan is among the countries badly affected by climate change. Main cause includes the CO2 emissions, deforestation, and overpopulation. Green energy revolution and SDG 7. Although all SDGs mutually interacted, assisted, and affected each other for green energy development, yet their exploitation level is far behind. Green energy revolution directly linked with SDG 7 and accelerate the process to achieve other SDGs level. Pakistan green energy prospects. Foreign direct investment. Pakistan is seeking foreign direct investment in renewable energy sector to reduce the expenditures on oil imports, prioritizing and promoting green energy investments in safety while modernizing energy infrastructure, including RE trackers, microgrids, technology transfer initiatives, and skill building. Short and long-term goals. Pakistan's energy strategy must harmonize with international energy policy objectives. Factually, Pakistan needs to be more practical in setting short and long-term renewable goals. Solar and wind concerns should be planted following state RE policy. Green energy initiatives. For Pakistan, green energy initiatives require to be encouraged, strengthened, supported, and financial investment must be made accessible. As shown in the figure, Pakistan's estimated targets to get the green energy production 2010-2020. Pakistan missed the targets 2010 and 2020, and the targets in the 2030 and 2040 is very ambitious. But the inefficient technologies and due to the economical crisis, Pakistan unable to meet its renewable energy production. Conclusion: political will. Political will is a major factor and is a major element which is build up the strong, long, and the durable economical relationship between both states. Political awareness. Political awareness is a mandatory. Pakistan required to be promote the culture, disseminate the information through the print and electronic media, through the social media about the green energy. B2B and SMEs, Pakistan must require to enact the laws, rules, and the procedures about the small medium enterprises and the B2B connections. As shown in the figures, the Poland's targets and the energy production is very remarkable, and Pakistan is lagging behind. You can see in the 2010 to 2021. Poland's energy production is remarkable. Way forward. Energy is prerequisite for human life and is essential to get advancement in economy in each state, especially for Pakistan, socio-economical development. In green energy sector, if Pakistan and Poland would invest and would build up the mutual interest, then both the states get the socio-economical development as well. Climate Agenda 2030. Poland also the signatory of the International Environmental Agency and also the member of the European Environmental Agency and and very ambitious to cut the carbon emissions. That's why if the Poland cooperate with the Pakistan, then it will follow the agenda of climate agenda of the 2030 as bilateral trade. In this sector, green energy sector has a huge quantum capacity and the capability to capture the investments. That is why there is a huge potential to invest in this sector. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now we can proceed to the last presentation today. Jan de Bloch, Theory of the Future War and its Relevance to Security of Pakistan, Dr. Ahmed Raza.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbish rahli sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Before I proceed, I feel morally compelled to thank Honorable Dr. Asghar Dashti, Dr. Faisal, and your very efficient team, because I'm here since morning yesterday and I've observed each and everything very critically. And I take this opportunity to applaud and thank you for providing me this opportunity to speak. Very, very genuine students that I have. I am the last one, but my very, very dear students, I assure you I shall be never the least one. I am here to introduce to you the bravest person of his age, the boldest person, one-man army. I have nothing to do with this conference. I have not prepared any script. I have prepared only 7 slides exclusively for you. And I am telling you from my heart and core. This is my heart and soul that I shall share with you. I am standing in front of you after reading this man, and it has given me the resolve, determination, and energy to stand against the odds. And he is no more. मेरी आवाज आ रही बेटे उधर? ठीक है. He is this man, G. Block, a Polish banker, an economist, railways financier, and above all, an inventive thinker with exceptional geostrategic look. When you grow, inshallah, when you grow into this education, academics, please read this person, G. Block, who is the most neglected person. He conducted an apostolic, Pegambarana study on the future of war with emphasis on the economy, and subsequently created a classic research work on the warfare which impacts politics, economy, and most of all, the socio-logical order of people of varying nations. This is the most neglected piece of work that we have. The socio-logical order of people of warring nations. Please listen to me very carefully. After the war, Afghan war on terrorism, 17 to 22, according to the reports, the veteran officers like side in the United States of America. My all friends with whom I worked in Afghanistan, they are no more. I am the only one in front of you standing and talking to you. They all have perished. With this brief introduction, the aim to briefly familiarize you with the gist of Block's theory of the future war, with the context of security issues confronted by Pakistan. You may not agree with me. We have an existential threat. You may not agree with me. The second is to present Block's recommended way out to alert catastrophic scenario threatening the people of Pakistan. Please listen to me. Sailab aaya hua hai. We don't have money. Yesterday, our finance minister met American ambassador to request him to say that IMF must be here. We don't have money. Now coming towards the foundation of Block's theory. They are very interesting for you to know. Why I am insisting upon you? Because you are the future. We have done nothing for you. We should be ashamed. My generation must be ashamed. We have done nothing for you. Now you have to do it yourself. An honest and judicious financial system in the world to avert conflicts. I am leaving a number of questions for you. ये जो presentation है, please don't go and sleep over it. Think over it, time and again. There are questions. There is a question in every line. Befitting means of communication for peace and prosperity through mutual interaction. In 1940, Polish came. In 1970, Polish came. In 2022, Polish have come. We haven't gone. Why? Think over it. They don't need us. We need them. Please be very honest to yourself. Don't live, never live in the sense of denial. He devoted his whole life in accomplishing these objectives with exceptional resolve and determination. This was all about him. But, this is the map of Europe. Now I would like to draw your attention. This is Poland, and this is the region of Industrial Revolution. The height of injustice to these people. We were talking about the father of our Air Force. He was a son of an imprisoned, forced labor, a Jewish. He was a Jew. He was in Siberia. When the Russian Revolution came, they came to Poland. They never found a place. They had to leave. They had to flee. Now, but the prime cause, the cause of blocks was unparalleled study on the future war, which is relevant even today. Basing on his study, and mind you, he was not a soldier. He was not educated from some university. He was never from staff college like me. He never studied war like me. He conducted his hobby. It was his hobby study, which he conducted, and he found out. And then we see subsequently what happens. He said, the Polish region having the Russian in the east. Now you see, please see this. Germany in the west, South Hungarian in the south. They cannot fight their competitors. Please relate it with South Asia, have Pakistan in the center, and have China, Russia, India, and Iran. Basing on his study, in 1898, he conducted his outstanding study on the future war. The impact of research was so pronounced that Tsar Nicholas II issued his eminent peace declaration, and it culminated in the Hague Peace Conference. आज आप जो जंग के अंदर जितने भी आप देख रहे हैं, ये रूल्स हैं, रेगुलेशंस हैं, कन्वेंशंस हैं, ये सारे के सारे ये ब्लॉक के तहरीर करता है। अभी तक उनकी चीजें, उनके रेलेवेंस चल रहा है। ब्लॉक थ्योरी का बेसलाइन क्या है, वो कहते क्या, फंडामेंटल क्या कहते हैं, सोचें आप इसको। ऑफ द स्क्रिप्ट मैंने अचानक मेरे जहन में आया, उसकी स्टडी को आप कुरान पाक से रिलेट करें, उनकी स्टडी को कुरान पाक से रिलेट करें, and find out how relevant he was. He said, wars to become expensive, महंगी हो गई जंग, expensive, फैल गई जंग, thus non-profitable. Americans in Vietnam, Americans in Afghanistan, Americans in Iraq, Americans in Syria, Americans in Yemen, total 52 countries. What have they gained? Committing suicide, 22 suicides daily. And President Biden is begging on television Please help me to find out this solution of this problem. His rationale: massive, speedier technological developments in a vast variety of weaponry, ammunition, equipment, demanding even faster refinement in tactics and strategies, have reinvigorated war and ultimately unwinnable social, political and economic cost. हमारे पास पैसे नहीं है. We are maintaining the 5th largest army. We are a nuclear power. दिल बहलाने को गालिब क्या? The devastation incurred by technological advanced firearms coupled with radical displacement of socio-political economic fabric created by conflicts. Okay, gentlemen, I have to close it. So I just want to introduce those people. In Pakistan Army, you are not an officer. In Pakistan Army, you are not an officer who studied this. General John Frederick Charles Fuller. और जो बाद में अभी कहने लगे कि भी जंग बड़ी महंगी हो गई है और डिफेंस जो है, what Bloch was saying in 1898, he said after the retirement in 1960s. आगे चलते हैं. Please see this person. I can take 1 minute at least. ये प्लीज को देखें आप. ये है सर माइकल हॉवर्ड. 2019 में इनकी डेथ हुई है. 3 साल पहले इनकी डेथ हुई है. ये क्या कहते हैं? ये कहते हैं कि was an unequal piece of work, thoroughness, correctness and precision. जो उन्होंने किया ब्लॉक ने 1898 में किया, 2019 में उसको कह रहे हैं. और वो क्या कह रहे हैं ये सुने. Credited Bloch for alone questioning the devastating impact of stalled, prolonged and drawn out war on the capacity of civilian population. सिविलियन को हम डिस्कस ही नहीं करते. सैलाब आया है, हम कुछ और बातें कर रहे हैं. He was a prophet. Bloch was a prophet who looked into the future and he predicted, which is still relevant. ये सबसे बड़े सर लिटिल हार्ट. You are not an army officer from Pakistan Army if you have not learned about Little Heart. What did he say? Please, British would have succeeded during the World War I had they followed Bloch while sailing through the quagmire of war studies which remained unproductive, unprejudiced and exceptionally broad towards his work. Bloch इंग्लैंड गए. इंग्लैंड में गए, जाके उन्होंने उनको समझाया कि देखो ये मत करो. नहीं किया. ब्रिटिश एम्पायर फॉल हो गई. अभी वो कह रहे हैं, पीट रहे हैं लकीरें कि भाई अगर हम उनकी बात मान लेते तो जंग हम जीत जाते. ये एक है आखिरी में स्टेटमेंट आपको बताना चाह रहा हूं. व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन नाउ? वेरी हाईली रिस्पेक्टेबल एंड मोर well-read dignitaries are sitting. My teachers here, my good friends here. Please listen to this, then I wind up. He said, he is the one Peter Barrot, he died in 2020. 2 साल पहले ये मरे हैं. ये क्या कह के मरे ये सुन लें, पढ़े. वो कह रहे हैं, despite being prosperous, the latest industrial economy, अमेरिका पर कह रहे हैं, अमेरिका, ठीक है, would remain incapacitated to sustain itself long under the stressful domain of war. चोरी छुपे अभी कह रहे हैं कि यूक्रेन की वॉर को खत्म करना है. मीडिया में आ गए. चोरी छुपे मिल रहे हैं सीआई के, यहां पर भी आए हुए हैं। तो ये है The era of limited and decisive war was over। ये कौन कह रही है? ये कह रही है बारबरा वर्टहाइम टकमैन 1989 में, मरने से पहले ही कह गई। ये तो 1898 में ब्लॉक ने कहा था भाई, आपने क्या 3 बार। With this, I end my presentation. Sir, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you very much. That was the last presentation, and I'm afraid we have to finish our session. Do we have time for questions? Okay. So we have still some time for how many minutes, sir? How many minutes we have for? 5 minutes. So we have 5 minutes for.
Alaikum. My name is Nawaz. My question is from Mazury. Sir, please हमें बताएं why the developing countries do not follow the climate change policy applied by United Nations in order to prevent global warming. Sir, please answer this. Yes. So why the developed countries do not follow climate change? तो डेवलप कंट्री वो क्लाइमेट चेंज की जो पॉलिसी है वो इम्प्लीमेंट करने में वो अप्लाई नहीं करते क्योंकि यूनाइटेड नेशन ने बनाए, तो क्लाइमेट चेंज के बारे में वो थोड़ा भी बता रहे हैं।
He basically says that why developed countries do not impose their
Our developed country following the climate change, you know that the 1872 signatories of the Environmental Change Agency. That's why we can't say that the developed country not following the climate change policy. They are actually following and preventing and innovating in green energy sector. I have already discussed in my research and highlighted the points that the developed countries now following the renewable energy production and trying to cut the emissions. Yeah, right? No? Hope that answered the question.
Do we have any other question? There's a gentleman.
Hello everyone, I am Jim Khan. I am from DHSFI University, International Relations Department. First of all, I would like to thank all of the honorable guest speakers for enlightening us with their words of wisdom. My question is for Dr. Ahmed Rada. Sir, my question is that why did Pakistan join Polish advancement for its technology and military? Why not UK or France? Also, during the inception of Pakistan, Pakistan was in the western bloc of politics under USA, the capitalist bloc, and while Poland was in the eastern bloc of communist USSR. So, how come these military relationships develop?
That why we are in need of developing relations with Poland, not with France, but why not with France and Germany and most advanced countries? And he said that we are in the American bloc, in the capitalist bloc, and Polish are not. Then why we are inclined towards Poland? Now, I shall answer you from my own personal and professional experience. I have worked with Polish officers. I have worked with 40 nationalities. And I am not saying because they are sitting here. I am not saying because they are sitting here. I am saying, based on my professional experience, I have found Polish figures. They have become materialistic. They are not materialistic. That is why I wanted to introduce Lord to you. He was not materialistic. He carried out his own work. He got his work published by his own money, and he distributed it by himself, and he used to be a distributor. They have technology. Their attitude is very positive. Not because it is conscious that I am convinced. I was already convinced in 1991 when the Polish contingent came to Gulf War. They were the only one who did not ask for money, who did not demand anything from us. I was on installment at that time. I am talking of 1991 when the first Gulf War took place. There I came across, but of course this is Polish art. Very nice people. This is my response.
I believe this was the last question we have to finish, but before we do that, just a few final remarks from my side. Well, this is, to give some final conclusions, it's always a privilege and a great honor, but also it's a great challenge. Because first of all, we had several papers on different topics, different angles, so it's very, I would say, a problem to do that. But what I really enjoyed, well, first of all, they really corresponded with my research area, so it was a pleasure to hear all of you. But it's the fact that in that panel we combined the past with the current situation, also the future. And when it comes to the past, we have that saying that if you don't know the history, you are doomed to repeat mistakes that were already made. So it's good to know history. And that was because you said that you want to introduce that person to the audience. And well, maybe I should not say this, but I was not aware of that person. And before I came here, I read about him on the internet, and I realized that that guy, Jan Bloch, or Jan Bloch in Polish, he was a designer of a railway in my city. So every time I go to Warsaw, to the airport, I use this railway. So thank you very much. We touched upon different issues, but I think I will just stick to one: cybersecurity, which is one of examples of threats we see right now, and probably will also see in the future, as it was said. So this is an emerging threat and security issue, and this is since yesterday we have been looking for a field of cooperation between Pakistan and Poland. And I would say that cybersecurity, IT, is a field that we can do something together, because we live in a global village, and now it's very easy to link with someone from a different country. So this is a field I think we could do something together. And IT, it was said earlier, IT branch of industry in Poland is right now highly developed, and they are looking for great experts. And also, if you look at numbers, Polish companies are under attack, and number of attacks, cyber attacks, have been increasing. So this is definitely an issue we have to follow. And also, I think the same situation is or will be in Pakistan. So, because I have to finish last sentence from my side, and I believe I'm talking on behalf of everyone from Poland. Thank you very much for hospitality. Thank you for being a great host. It was a great pleasure and also a fun to be here in Karachi. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now it's time to distribution of certificates. Sir, please take it. I would like to request Professor Dr. Saida to please come up on stage and present the session chair, Dr. Robert. Professor
Dr. Asghar Ali Dashti, please come on stage. Professor Dr. Arkais Zoski, Chairman, Institute of Political Science, University of Warmia and Mazury, please come on stage. Honorary Consul General Mirza Umair Beg, please come on stage. Professor Dr. Paul Vilgos, Vice Rector of International Affairs, University of Warmia and Mazury, please come on stage. Now we'll address Dr. Asghar Ali Dashti, please come on the mic.
Once again, I welcome you all on behalf of Department of IR, Federal Urdu University for coming over here, for your participation. We are highly thankful. Today, we are here to honor the contribution and the struggle of Department of IR, Federal Urdu University and our fellow colleagues. I already said that this credit goes to our fellow colleague Dr. Faisal Javed, who made this conference possible. I have already told you yesterday in my speech, and I repeat this because he should be appreciated for organizing such an international conference, and he did his best. And this conference is based on Pak-Poland relationship, and we think that it's an effort from our side to build connection and relation between both states, because we don't have such warm relationship between Pakistan and Poland, and this conference will bridge the all gaps. I can hope, and overall we should be hopeful. Well, now Governor Sindh is coming, so I request Dr. Rizwana Jabi to proceed other remaining programs accordingly. Thank you so much.
I want to welcome Professor Dr. Arkais Zoski, Chairman, Institute of Political Science, University of Warmia and Mazury. Please come on the stage.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon. It is really a pleasure to say thank you very much for so marvelous, wonderful conference. We did not expect that this conference will be really such success in scientific way, but also as a human beings, that we are now not only establishing contacts, we not only build bridges, as head of the department said, but the friendship is coming in our scientific relations. Then there, I think, is very long list of persons who were so much engaged in organizing this conference from Pakistani side. Of course, with the support of Vice Chancellor, and thank you very much for support from head of department, Professor Dashti, and of course, Professor Faisal Javed, Dr. Arif, and many others. From Polish side, I would like to send many thanks to Dr. Magdalena Kumelska-Konecko, who from Polish side organized this conference. So many thanks to our rector and vice rector. Thank you that despite so many duties, you found time just to come to Pakistan, and I hope not only the first and the last time. I think we should start cooperation in many fields. So, of course, words of welcome also, and thanks for Honorary Consul General in Karachi, sorry, Mirza Amair Baik. Thank you for your participation in our closing ceremony. And of course, very important were and are speakers. There are so many, as I said, outstanding scholars, professors, doctors, PhD students, and also students. And if we look at the program of the conference, there were almost whole topics of our interests. As I said, political, economic, cultural, military, environmental, and so. So, thank you very much. And I can find different methodological and theoretical approaches: neorealism, neoliberalism, neofunctionalism, and in the end, Jean Bloch theory, which is in Poland quite popular, and even his book was translated into Polish. And I think deep analysis on the past, on the current situation, and what is important on future were made, and I think properly diagnosed. We see not only opportunities, but also threats, hindrances, obstacles, but and also potential. And cordially words to students. At first, from organizing committee, your assistant was really great, and also poster presentations were very impressed. And during the breaks, many questions I got from the students. And in the end, students as the participants. And I think that this conference will inspire you not only to develop bilateral relation with not only Poland, but other countries, but give you inspire and example just to study and make some reflection what is going on in international relation, because the world is changing, the new order is coming. So I think it is a great challenge for us as academia, and for us as human beings. And in the end, once more, thank you very much for your hospitality, very well organized conference. I am very impressed.
Now, our next speaker, Honorary Consulate General Mirza Umair Beg, Honorary Consulate General in Karachi. Sir, please come on stage.
Hello everyone, Assalam Alaikum. On behalf of all the Polish missions in Karachi, in Pakistan rather, I'd like to congratulate the organizers, Dr. Faisal, the participants, and I'm honestly overwhelmed being around such superstars of the academia field that I'm humbled to be here. You know, I think everyone has said everything about the future, but I think we should take a moment and reflect at the past. Earlier, I heard a question when I was waiting for this panel to go up. Why Poland? Why didn't, even though Poland was more on the communism bloc at that point, we were in the US bloc. The relationship with Poland, more than collaboration between the two countries, it's also a very emotional relationship as well. After World War II, when Polish troops could not go back to Pakistan, go back to Poland, Pakistan opened up its doors to the Polish troops. In return, those Polish troops had such a significant role in helping Pakistan, well, let it be setting up our Air Force, let it be setting up our Navy, let it be setting up our space program. So this relationship is a relationship of love and trust between the two countries, and it's so heartwarming to see that it's being reignited. And I hope these types of events are first of many to come. And again, many congratulations to the organizers and participants, and hopefully there'll be many more in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Merbeg. Now we have some certificates for the students. Shield to Dr. Uzma Siraj. Professor Dr. Uzma Siraj, in charge, Islamabad Campus, Department of International Relations. Please, BS2 students come on stage for photo session. BS2.
दिमाग खराब है
Only BS4 semester come on stage. सब अपनी जगह पे बैठ जाएं. Just BS4 subsidiary BS4 subsidiary BS2 subsidiary. साथ बुला लें दोनों को. बहुत चंद हैं. तो दोनों साथ बुला लें. हम साथ बुला लें. BS4 subsidiary and BS4 सही है.
Honorary guests, faculty members, students, attendees of the conference, let me welcome you here again, actually at the end of the conference. So I'm probably supposed to give some words of summary of the conference, what you found during the sessions. Unfortunately, I did not attend the whole conference because of the other duties, but I think I saw a lot of new things for me. So concluding, we can say that we have quite interesting joint history, starting from Polish explorers who drew the maps of some regions of the Pakistan. Of course, on many occasions, Polish war refugees from 1940 were mentioned. So we have some small Polish diaspora in Karachi. And of course, our former Polish army members came here to support Pakistan during first years of the independence to establish primarily the Pakistani Air Force, to train the pilots and so on. As I read recently, they were very motivated, very trained, of course, and they were war veterans, but hard-minded, no suicides. But many presentations also concern the prospects of future cooperation. Of course, the major thing of the conference is that it's a joint conference. It's co-organized by Pakistani and Polish research groups. Okay, so it's not conference on Pakistani-Polish relations, but it's joint conference, jointly organized. So this is very important step forward, you know, to try to work together, because organization of such a large conference required quite a lot of efforts. So both teams from Polish side and from Pakistani side have to interact a lot and collaborate. In terms of prospects of future collaboration, of course, this is the energy. This is one of the major points, because you have gas, but you need more advanced technology maybe to explore your resources, I mean the supplies of gas. But our economy, on some presentations you saw our gross product, it's quite large, and for this gross product, of course, you need a lot of energy to produce goods that we can then sell. We have, of course, this quite large trade deficit between Pakistan and Poland, so we sell more to Poland, almost 10 times comparing to what we sell to Pakistan. But what we can do, we like your textiles, your clothes, so we will continue buying your goods. We can do nothing about that. Another interesting field for cooperation is IT, because IT actually now, in this current state of the affairs, does not have any borders. So basically you can work in Pakistan, you can reside or stay in Pakistan, but you can work remotely in Poland, and also people from Poland can work in Pakistan in the IT, because it's already happening. At our university we have quite interesting IT faculty. We teach informatics and mathematics. What about some similarities between our countries? We have, as Professor mentioned, quite aggressive neighbors, so we have to pay attention to our security, our forces. But Poland is probably, because of the NATO membership, it's clearly in a better situation, because you have like 30 allies, including US. So we don't need to, how to say, be prepared only by ourselves, okay? Because you have many allies around. I didn't finish yet. And of course, we have to increase the public awareness between Poland and Pakistan, because Pakistan, as I said yesterday, is not well known in Poland. And probably Poland is also not too well known in Pakistan. So the awareness in the societies is the first step, then political decision, then agreements and economical cooperation. So this is the clearer way. But I saw from the presentations that we have really, really huge potential for collaboration. We can do many things jointly. How to say, we are complementary in some ways, okay? And maybe for a few words of the explanation about the history, because there was a question at the last session, why Polish soldiers, Polish troops, they didn't go back to Poland, but they went to Pakistan, and also why Pakistan employed Polish troops, even though Pakistan was in the Western Bloc and Poland was in the Eastern Bloc, I mean Soviet Union Bloc. So during the war, actually, we have in Poland two governments. When Germany and Russia invaded Poland, our government flew to France and then to England. So actually, it operated from England. Okay, it was like legal government, and this government created legal Polish army, because many soldiers flew through Romania and Greece by the Mediterranean Sea to England to join Polish forces. So we call it the Western Polish forces. But also when Soviet Union, they beat Germany, so they came to Poland and they, how to say, they installed Soviet like parallel government. Okay, so we have two governments, like Soviet one in Poland. It also established Polish army. It was communist army, but we also have this government in London with Western Polish army. And after the war, these soldiers didn't basically have a place to go, because when they come back to Poland, they will get arrested and killed usually by the communists. So they are looking some good place in the world to live. And as we saw, as we heard, many of them have chosen Karachi, and they were quite successful here. So basically, I think this is quite interesting and encouraging story. And thank you for your attention. Thank you.
So many thanks, Professor Dr. Paul Wilgos, Vice Rector for International Affairs, University of Warmia and Mazury. Thanks again. कामरान खान टेसोरी, वफाकी उर्दू यूनिवर्सिटी शोबा बैन-उल-अक़वामी ताल्लुकात की 2 रोज़ा कॉन्फ्रेंस में खुश आमदीद। Honorable Governor Sindh, Mr. Kamran Khan Tusori, please come on the stage. Now the time is the shield distribution ceremony. Please, I request to our guest, please come on the stage and to give in my distribution ceremony for the shield of my students. Abdul Samad, please come on the stage. Abdul Samad. Irfan Amir, please come on the stage. Miss Nuzhat and group, come on the stage. Miss Nuzhat. Honorary shield for to receive honorary shield. मैं रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ डिपार्टमेंट चेयरमैन शोबा बैन-उल-अक़वामी ताल्लुकात कि आप मुअज़्ज़िज़ मेहमानान गिरामी गवर्नर सिंध जनाब कामरान टेसोरी साहब को शील्ड पेश कीजिए।
और क्या आगे भी जाना है ना
फैसल भाई जरा सा आगे आ जाइए